Okay, I had a dream uh, that this guy had this big, enormous box. It was black. And he asked me, he said, with his vest on, his emergency vest, he asked me, he said, what do you want me to do with this box? I told him, put it under the street. Now, later on, oh, and also he had told me, he said, they moved it up to the 15th. I said, okay. But the thing was, I didn't find out what in the dream. Well, I found out later, though, when I looked at Pat 2, Goat 2 movie. Look at the Goat 2 movie. It's got Obama in it. Well, thing is, December the 15th is when they're going to start a nuclear war and nuke the Hoover Dam. I'm not kidding. That's what's going to happen. They're planning a big, all-out nuclear war. When they nuke the Hoover Dam, that's when the currency will stop. Everything will stop. It'll all come to a dead stop. Some people will die, some people will live. I don't know who all will die. I don't know who all will live. But I do know that it will be a big nuclear war, nuclear holocaust. I have no idea who will start it. I know a lot of countries are mad at us right now. But I also know that that's what my dream meant, was that the 15th of December there would be a nuclear war. It's important that you listen to me because I'll tell you what, we are going to be facing food shortages and everything around December 15th. We will not have a Christmas, not like we had before. It'll be a lot different, people. That's how serious it's going to be. And it will be colder than the normal Christmas. A lot colder. And I'll say it's because of the nuclear fallout. It will be like a nuclear Christmas. It's what it will be. There'll be a lot of wind. And you will have to stay comfortable under a blanket. You won't be able to go anywhere, do anything. Make sure you're stocked up in your home. Now, I'm telling you, the ones around here in Indiana are going to get the force of 3 nuclear warheads when that happens. Because the ethanol plant is very, very flammable. It hits that chromium 90 that they're putting in the air and the paper that they're putting in the air in the chemtrails. Indiana will go up like I don't know what to say. It'll go up like nothing you've ever seen. There's like 3 ethanol power plants in this state. And that equals the amount of 9 nuclear bombs. So when that happens, when the nuclear war happens, the whole place will go off the map. All of Indiana. I'm not kidding. Nobody will have any safe place to go, really. Staying where you are, staying put in your house, in your home, is probably the safest thing you can do when something like that happens, especially in this town. The gas stations are all at the exit and entrance of each town. Problem is, when things happen, when everybody's busy trying to get out of their town, somebody always says, oh, I think I'll get some gas. Now, if you have 4 or 5 cars doing this at the same time, you've got a backup. Problem is, everything is backed up. Then you're trapped in the town. And they know that'll happen. They expect it. That's why they haven't closed down the gas stations yet. I'm not kidding you. They're planning on that happening. You see, it's called a trap. When you have a mouse in a box and it's following the maze into another box, the thing is, once it gets in that other box, you put a thing at the door so it can't get out. Well, you've taken the mouse from one box to another box. It's the same way with the city. It's almost like a trap. You go from one place to the other, and that's all you've gotten is from one place to another. And you're still stuck in that box. You're still trapped, no matter what you do. That's how it is when you try to bug out in a city. No city is safe. No city at all. Mountains, I don't know if mountains would be safe or not. I can't really tell you. I can't tell you that much because I know one thing. Things will happen the way that God wants them to. You see, I always stayed in the light with my abilities. I never ever used darkness or the occult. And I don't. I always stay in the light. That's because I'm a child of light. And that's why. But I'm telling you, what we've got to face is what's coming is a very dark winter and a dark Christmas. We're going to be having a nuclear war. Sorry, that's all I can say. That's what they're planning. Take care. Stock up. Uh, don't get the gold because I'll tell you what. You get the gold, it can't buy you nothing. Instead, use something that you can barter. Get water or extra water. Get extra whatever you can. Because you know what? When you get extra food or drink, you can always barter it for what you need. You may not like that particular food and drink, but hang on to it and barter it for something that you do like. That's what you do during a time like that. And that's what I'm saying. You're foolish to try to hang on to the money. Because once the money stops, you won't be spending it. It's not going to do you any good to have something in your pocket if you can't use it. Think about that one. Because at that time, everybody will be bartering with food and drink. They will not be using money at all. That's what I'm saying. And nobody will want to buy something from you unless they use food and drink to do it. Because money does not provide someone with food and drink. If you pay somebody for food and drink, they're just getting the money. They're not getting something to eat or drink. They're getting the money, and that's it. And that's not going to do them any good at a time like that. They have to have food and drink to barter back and forth. That's the only way you can get through something like that. Remember what I'm telling you. It's very smart wisdom and very smart to remember. Take care and God bless and have a wonderful, glorious day. And I'm so sorry that I'm bringing this news across to you. Take care and God bless. Bye.